The urn kept coming back heavier each month. The family swore no one else had died. I worked nights at a crematorium. It's quiet work until it isn't. You learn weights and temperatures and how to speak softly in rooms that echo. Mostly, the job is math and mercy. But one urn taught me there's a third category: collection. It started with a return. The daughter brought the urn back 2 weeks after pickup. "It's heavier," she said, embarrassed, like she was accusing us of overfilling a suitcase. I weighed it. 3 pounds, 6 ounces, perfect for a man his size. I apologized, retaped the lid, and sent her home with kindness instead of answers. A month later, the son came. "It's heavier," he said. 4 pounds, 1 ounce. We opened it together. Fine gray ash. A few white chips like moon slivers. Warmth, which happens, ash holds the room. I wrote reweighed in the log and moved on. Month 3, the father carried it in like it might wake. His eyes were earnest and tired. "It knocks," he said simply. "At night. From the inside. Weigh in, 5 pounds, 2 ounces. I took a sample to the microscope we use for verification. Ash under glass looks like the surface of the moon. Pocked, delicate, melted to glass where the heat licked hardest. This sample had structure lines forming in the dust, tiny tubules, a gleam like enamel. "Teeth," my brain said before I could tell it to sit down. I told no one. What was I going to say? Your father is still growing. They started leaving it with us between visits. The niche light over shelf B turned on by itself some nights. 3 slow breaths, then off. Security footage glitched in 7-minute blocks at 2:07 a.m., and when it returned, there'd be a faint oval on the glass like breath from the wrong side. By month 5, 6 pounds, 0 ounces. The lid tape peeled itself back. The room smelled faintly sweet, like bakery air, an hour after close. I didn't open it. Some doors exist to be respected. When I finally told my boss, she sighed, like I'd said we were out of toner. "Grief makes people notice things," she said, not unkindly. "Hold it for them." So we did. The family came on Wednesdays, always the same hour. They'd bring small offerings they never acknowledged. A folded receipt, a bag of screws, a wax paper sandwich. In the morning, the paper was empty. The screws had rust on them, which makes no sense on marble. I tried the microscope again. This time the sample showed a tiny cusp, smooth as a pearl. I wrote growth on the slide label, then scratched it out and wrote artifact because the human brain hates new drawers. Month 7, the scale beeped in protest. 9 pounds, 0 ounces. The father smiled, a real one, and kissed the lid the way people kiss babies, not coffins. "He was generous," he said. "He kept everything. Maybe he still keeps... On a storm night, the fire panel flagged heat in the columbarium. I went in with an extinguisher and found the names on the wall warm to the touch, as if memory throws off calories. Shelf B thrummed like a cat. When I rested my palm on the urn, I heard packing slow, patient as if ash were settling itself around something that now belonged. We moved neighboring urns an inch to give it room. I logged reposition for safety and lied to myself about what kind of safety I meant. The next week, the daughter came alone. "Can we leave it?" she asked, eyes on the brass letters that spelled her father's name. "It feels better here." "Of course," I said, and printed a form called Donation for Conservation because paperwork insists on explaining what it blesses. Now, I do rounds at night and say hello to Shelf B like a person you pass daily at a bus stop. On odd days, it's heavier. On even days, I don't check. The lid doesn't take tape anymore, but it stays shut. We leave a cup of water like for a late arrival. If you ask me for a moral, I have two, and they fight. 1. Nothing is ever really gone. 2. If something wants to stay, let it. The family still visits on Wednesdays. They stand a respectful distance away and tell me normal things. About the weather, about the car, about how quiet the house is. Sometimes the father brings a sandwich and sets it on the floor with a nod. In the morning, there's just a clean square of wax paper and a smell like sugar. The last time I lifted the urn, just a hair, just to know it was 12 pounds. I put it down quickly, not because of the weight, but because I felt it hold me back for a second. The way a hand on your sleeve does when a friend wants one more word. We're not supposed to get attached. But some jobs are really about keeping. We collect forms, signatures, dates. And sometimes what people ask us to keep keeps us right back. Like and follow for more files.